Me down there with Mac.
Gale at centre-half forward, but the best player on the ground I gave to Chris Naish, who played on the wing. It was was a good player last week against Collingwood and added a bit of bite on that centre line. Wayne Carey, it was a bit of deja vu for him. There's a lot of similarities between yesterday's game and the state game, and was a very influential player in the dying moments. And I gave one to Alex Ashenko. I think has added a bit of presence and stability to the ruck division. But as I said, they got away to a flying start. But North, as so often happens, were able to ram on 8 quick goals in that second term to take full control. And when they added 3...
With the wind, or...?
Well, the wind was going down to that bottom end of the screen, as you see now. That's where most of the scoring was done during the game. And that second term, 8 goals and 11 for the first half, was without any input from the full forward in John Longmire. But he came good and kicked those 3 goals in the early part of the third term. And they looked to have a stranglehold on it. But thanks to Naish, Lambert, the smaller players, Waitman and Turner, late in that third quarter, added 3 goals, gave Richmond a little bit of a sniff, even though well behind, but they certainly finished on very well. And unfortunately, it was, as I said, Carey again kicked 3 goals, 3 of the 4, and had a hand, which is this one here, took a mark, he'll handball off, and an easy goal to North. And unfortunately for the Tigers, they let themselves down with easy goals like that when the game had to be won.
Jeff Hogg versus Michael Martin. How was that duel?
Well, full points to Hogg in the first quarter, kicked 3 goals of his 4 for the day. But then I thought Michael Martin battled very hard and took control. And to all the Richmond supporters, or North Melbourne supporters, that free kick definitely was there. And unfortunately, Hoggy just was unable to convert, as German was earlier in the term.
If you read between the lines, it could...
Two sides well out of the finals race put on the best show in round 17 of Princes Park. Richmond kicked 7 goals in a brilliant final term and narrowly failed to catch North Melbourne. Jeff had a chance to take the points. His miss left Richmond short by 1 solitary point. In the match of the round, North Melbourne won a nail-biter against Richmond. In the dying seconds of the match, this free kick against Roos fullback Mick Martin could have spelled disaster. The North defender was none too pleased. But instead, a fickle wind at Princes Park had the final say. The Roos won by a point. Mick Martin breathed a sigh of relief.
And in a thriller decided by the last kick of the day, North Melbourne beat Richmond by just a point at Princes Park. The Tigers' Jeff Hogg had the chance to snatch a win, but his set shot from about 30 metres out narrowly missed. Wayne Carey was the Roos hero, kicking 3 in the desperate last term.
At the team's first Princes Park showdown, they both struggled with the conditions, taking 7 minutes in the wind before scoring the first goal. The Tigers got the lion's share of the 9 goals that did eventuate in the first quarter, Jeff Hogg bagging 3. But following up their near-upset win over the Saints in their last match, the Roos scored 5 goals in 6 minutes to hit back in the second term. Michael Martin contained Hogg, while his teammates grew in authority at their business end of the field to lead by 22 points at half-time. Goal for goal in the third, all was to change in the final term. Richmond scored 6 goals to North 3 to get back on track, helped along by Stuart Maxfield's mighty effort. Richmond overtook North before this free kick in the dying minutes put the Roos 2 in front. With seconds to go, Hogg had the chance to win the game, but his kick was astray. North by a point. Drew Morfitt, 7 Nightly News.